host, Daniel Hill. Today on the show, we're going to hear from the head of Instagram, Adam Mosseri, as he answers questions like, will the Edits app ever be part of Instagram? Do I need special equipment to make my posts better on Instagram? And how do I earn money through Instagram? All of that and more on today's episode, but first, here's a quick word from our sponsors. Welcome back. Let's dive into the questions. The first one, how do I get verified? Well, you could be a person who is notable, who's been in media publications and so forth, and you could send those links to Instagram, or you could pay for the blue check mark.
There are two ways to get verified. If you're a notable figure and there's press about you, you can submit a request and it'll help actually to add links to that press. And you can also pay for a Meta Verified subscription, which allows you to not only be verified, but also get access to some other account protection tools and more supportive customer support.
You might be very tempted to pay for Meta Verified so that you can get that blue check mark. But just remember, Meta is using your time on the app to sell ad space that will show you ads. So you are already giving them quite a lot of value and money without having signed up for any specific service like Meta Verified. I personally would not want to give them any more money, but you might see the value in doing that. Since you are earning Meta so much money, let's flip it. How can you earn money through Instagram?
We have been exploring ways to pay creators directly and to allow fans to pay creators through things like subscriptions, but the primary way people get paid is through brand deals on the platform.
It's always been a bit surprising to me that historically Instagram hasn't done more in this space to connect creators and brands, because so much of that conversation and dialogue has to happen either in the Instagram DMs, but then move to another platform like email. Instagram does offer the creator marketplace as a place to connect brands and creators. However, you need to have 10,000 followers in order to participate in that. I've never seen that number actually written out, but I've applied to be part of the creator marketplace many times and never been accepted. So I assume it's because of my low number of followers. Let's go on to the next question, which I think is very subjective. Do I need special equipment to make my posts better on Instagram? What is better? How do you quantify better? It might be more reach. Some people might like very simple posts that don't have a lot of graphics and captions and really good color grading and excellent lighting. Some people do prefer those things.
You really don't. A lot of creators focus a lot on image quality and video quality, and that can be a nice thing to have, be really high, but the truth is people are much more interested in what you have to say than what camera you use to record it or to take that photo. So I would encourage you to spend more time on figuring out what you're going to say, what you're going to capture, what story you're going to tell, and less time on what camera you're going to use and what resolution the photo or video is going to be.
I do agree with that assessment. No matter how good your equipment is, you could always spend more money to get better equipment. There's no limit to that. I don't think that should hold you back at all. Let's go on to the next question. Will edits ever be part of Instagram? You can do video editing inside Instagram. However, there are so many other features that you can do in edits now and you will be able to do in the future. So I don't think it really makes sense to have it be part of Instagram.
There's already video editing in Instagram. Edits is going to have the same video editing tools as well as other tools that don't really fit into the Instagram app. So things like keeping track of your notes and your ideas, an inspiration feed, and probably new, more advanced creative tools. And the most successful ones will probably bring over to the Instagram app as well. So if you want to be on the latest and greatest, Edits is probably the best place to be.
Okay, let's go on to the next question. Can someone find out if I unfollowed them? This is a great question. So if you unfollow someone, the person does not get a notification that you unfollowed them. What they would have to do is go to their follower list, see all the people who are following them, and look for your name. If they couldn't find your name, then they would know that you were no longer following them. But they would have to know to look for your name. How would they know? There's no notification. So you see the challenge there. This is a very subtle thing.
Not easily. There's no notification. They could go to your profile and unfollow you and see if it says follow or follow back. But generally speaking, we're not trying to advertise when you unfollow people, but they can figure it out if they are clever enough.
Okay, and the last question from Adam, does changing my username help with reach? This person is referring to potentially starting a brand new account from scratch because they feel like their old one is not getting the reach that it can or should.
No, changing your username is not going to affect your reach one way or the other.
Okay, that's it for the questions from Adam's AMA. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Adam is going to discuss a feature suggestion that has to do with searching someone's profile. And additionally, the @creators account will give 3 tips on making content more easily. Stick around. Welcome back. Recently, the @creators account featured 3 content creation tips to speed up your whole process. Here's the clip.
Here are 3 ways to save time when posting on Instagram in order to upload more consistently and connect with your audience. Number 1 is scheduling your posts. Did you know you can easily schedule your reels, carousels, and photos ahead of time? This feature helps you stay consistent with your content and avoid the time and stress it takes to manually upload your posts every single day. Number 2 is saving replies. Do you ever get tired of typing out the same response when replying to your DMs? You can create and store your most commonly used replies to send in DMs. This way you can respond to your followers quickly and efficiently without having to type the same thing over and over again. Number 3 is utilizing templates on reels. See a reel that you want to recreate, browse through a variety of templates, add your own clips, and you'll have an engaging reel to upload in minutes. Are there any Instagram features that save you time as a creator that I'm missing? Let me know in the comments.
Okay, I played that clip because I think it's really good to be reminded of some of the features that we don't always talk about on the show. And for the last section, here is a clip of a podcast that Adam Mosseri was on recently. This is a teaser trailer for the podcast. I didn't have a chance to listen to the episode because I just discovered that it exists 5 minutes ago. But here's the clip.
Has this happened to you that you're scrolling Instagram and you find a really interesting video and you're like, oh my god, what happens next? And then they say, follow for part 2, come back for part 2. So you go to their page and then you keep scrolling till you find part 2, which sometimes you don't. Like, I don't know if the latex dress fit her. I don't know how the pot came out of the kiln. I don't know if that look actually looked good together with the red lipstick. If only there was a search bar on everyone's profile to find part 2s of specific videos, life would be so much more fun. So when I found out Adam Mosseri, who's the head of Instagram, is coming to India and I get to talk to him, I knew what I wanted to ask.
Oh yeah, no, we should make Soci easier. Soci needs to work at the Instagram level first really well, and then we can make it work better on this sort of specific account
like
level.
Specific profiles where I could just go to Reels and search part 2 of this candle making
They might have like
session.
19 part 2s.
I mean, we're always going to hack the
that's
algorithm
how
in
it
some
goes.
way or the other. But I just feel
No,
like
we should do profile search for sure.
right. It'll just feed more into.
It's more just useful. It's just like you when you
100%,
when
yeah.
you want to find that thing, then you can't remember what it was, and it happened to be like 30 posts ago. It's just annoying.
Okay, good. Okay, that's it there. So I didn't have to slide into the
talk to the
DMs.
team.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much.
That was either genius or I just bumped up my screen time. I guess we'll know when we know.
I will listen to the podcast episode and bring back any clips that I feel you should definitely hear. That is going to do it for today's episode. As always, thank you for listening, and be sure to come back next time for more social media news, strategy, and other things that you need to know.
Let me tell you a couple things that you should know about me. A product manager, but do not have a bachelor's degree. But actually, that's factually a fraction of me. Another fraction's posting content irregular and irrationally. Still probably won't get a job at the Gram. They forgot, they don't know, or don't care who I am. That's why you never see me at the parties and events. My lack of followers must make me irrelevant. Don't have a course, a book to sell to make a bag of grand. Not a social media marketer, don't represent any brands. Plain to see, don't have an agency, but I got a lot of spam. Just putting in my work without the glitz and glam. Won't catch me eating fish unless it's shrimp or clam. No 6-pack, no risk that there's a gym card in my hand. Don't have a full-time job, but I got a lot of plans. Stay plotting, dropping knowledge on TikTok and Instagram.